So here are some pointers to how to approach the short passages in the passage-based reading section. Okay. Well, in the longer passages, we advise that you actually skip the passage and go straight to the questions. Now, in the short passages, it probably is better to not skip the passage, right? It's so short that you're probably not going to have enough questions to really understand the passage without reading it. Okay, so you definitely want to read it first. Okay, don't skip straight to the questions on these. Okay, number two, pay closer attention to the specific words in the passage. The short passages are easier because there's less to read, but I think the questions become much harder because there's less information to base your answers off of. Okay, so every word is going to really matter in these short passages. Make sure you're actually looking at the words that are being used, right? Because they're going to be important, right? And they're going to give you clues that will point you in the right direction. Okay, number three, look out for words like infer, implied, suggests, or conveys in your question. Okay, so if your question says which of the following can be inferred from the passage, or maybe it says instead the passage implies that blah blah blah, right? What these mean is that you're not going to find the answer just laying there in the passage. Infer means you're going to have to read between the lines a little bit. Okay, so be ready to not be able to find the answer directly within your passage. Okay, these are very hard questions. When you see these words, it means that you're going to have to kind of pull some information out of the passage that's not readily apparent, right? It's not like that obvious. Okay, all right, and lastly, use the common wrong answers. Okay, so if you don't remember what those are, you can look at those. The button on the left should give you that those common wrong answers. Okay, but make sure you review them because these are going to be very helpful in the short passages to find what is your right answer, especially when you don't have that much information to base your answer off of. Okay, so those are the biggest 4 tips in the short passages. Make sure you follow each of them because each of them could really help you find the right answer here.